All right, today we are going to make these adorable little pom-pom chicks. You can see his little feet on the bottom. I'm going to show you how to create the actual pom-poms, and then I'm going to finish off with how to create this little chick. He's so cute. I just love him. Okay. So he's a little bobblehead too. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is grab your yarn. I just have some $2 yarn here, and we have some orange felt. Really cheap. I think 50 cents. Actually, I think it was on sale for 25 cents. And then we have some googly eyes in here, and that's all we need. So the first thing that you're going to do to create a pom-pom is you're going to just cut off a nice little piece of this, and you're going to put it through your fingers right here, right in the middle, and just leave it down like this, okay? Then we're going to take our yarn and we're going to start wrapping it around your hand. Now there are a lot of ways to make these pom-poms, and this is just one of them. So I'm going to show you this just because you don't need anything to do it. The more yarn that you have, the bigger it's going to be, the fluffier it's going to be. If you stopped right there, it would be a small one. It also depends on, when you're doing it this way, it depends on how big your hands are. So if you have really big hands, your pom-pom is going to be a little bigger. If you have smaller hands, your pom-poms are going to be a bit smaller. So this one in particular, I'm going to wrap a lot. I'm going to make it really thick because it's going to be the bottom of the chick, and we want it to be a little bit bigger than the head. The only other thing is just keep those down there. That first initial piece that we did, you don't want to wrap that. So make sure it doesn't get caught up in the rest of this. Okay, so we got a bunch on there. We're gonna go ahead and cut that. And then what you're gonna do is take that piece that you saved, and we're gonna kind of tie that. Easier said than done with one hand, okay? So actually we're just gonna pull that a little bit, and then we're going to take this off very carefully. Okay, so we're going to lay this down, and what you're going to do is you want to make sure that it pulls right in the middle. You don't want a lopsided little pom-pom. So you're going to pull it really tight. Now here's just a suggestion. My knot wasn't tying very well, so I actually turn it over and I make another crossover here. So all I'm doing is pulling it under and then pulling it tight. And now I'm going to knot it. Now I'm going to tie the knot, okay? Again, always easier said than done. Okay, so there's my knot. So I want to leave these hanging because that's how we're gonna put our little chick together. But you're going to, so be careful not to cut those two. You're going to put your scissors through, and you want to make it as straight as possible and just go like that, okay? And you're gonna have some that you don't get, so just make sure that you look for the ones you didn't get. And we'll cut those, okay? And then cut the excess. All right, be careful you don't cut those. It's easy to get happy about cutting and just start cutting. So we're gonna put our scissors through, cut. Gosh, that's fun. These are addicting, I will just tell you. You won't be able to stop at one. Okay, so let's get the rest of them. Make sure I'm not cutting those. All right. So I think we've got them all. And it's going to be a little wild and crazy. And you can actually trim those, okay? And I do not have the best scissors for this. Hopefully yours are better. But you can trim that. See any wild, crazy hairs sticking out? This one just came out. Okay, so we're just going to leave that as is. And that's our first pom-pom. Leave those two there, okay? So now we're going to make a smaller one. We're going to take another piece. I really need to get some fabric scissors. And we're going to put it right through the middle again. And we're just going to make this a smaller one. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing. And wrap this. And I took it from the wrong spot. Okay. Protect that one. Okay. It would figure I would do that. This goes pretty quick once you get the hang of it. And like I said, we're going to make this one a smaller one. So we're going to go ahead and stop. Yeah, we're going to stop right there. Straighten this out. Alright, so take that through the middle, tie that, and hold that. It's not easy to do. Alright, this always gets caught on my ring. We're just going to pull that off, and it's caught on my ring. Alright. So I'm going to set this down and make sure it gets pulled right in the middle, okay? Pull that really tight, and then I am going to flip it over and tie it again. Just one crossover under, like that, and then I'm going to make my knot. Just so I know that's nice and tight, okay? And I want to leave that string, and then we're going to make a baby pom-pom here. Trying to get through all of these. And there's so many different things, so many different crafts that you can make with these pom-poms. The boys and I are going to make Angry Birds tomorrow. Okay, I'll show you guys how to do those too. This one, I'm going to trim, let's try some different scissors. I'm going to trim, okay. Trim it down pretty good. You gotta be careful because cutting is actually fun. So you can get carried away really quick. Okay. So now I'm gonna show you how to do this. You're gonna take one of these and this, all right? Let's get this out of the way. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So you're just going to take these strings I told you not to cut, and you just pull them, and you'll tie it tight, and that is your chick. Okay, so now we can trim those. Okay, so now that you know this is the head, you can kind of trim this up and give it a little bit of a feel, to kind of trim it and make it, and you can make these a little shorter than this. Oh, I found one that I didn't cut. Okay, so you can trim that till the cows come home, but don't do too much. There's your little chick. All right, now we are going to make the beak. And so you are just going to take a little piece of felt, and you're going to cut a triangle like that. So it's going to look like a little diamond, right? And then I'm going to grab the glue gun. Let's see. You just want to take and find a little spot in there that you're going to go to, okay? So kind of push it down. And then I am going to use our glue gun and just set it in there. He already looks cute. Okay, so now that we got that, we're gonna do the, we can do the eyes. Okay, so take your 2 eyeballs. You can get different sizes, different colors. You can have a lot of fun with these. And set those in there. You may have to play with these a little bit. He's gonna look wild. I saw some that had 2 different size eyes too. It was pretty funny. And one more. Let's move him forward. There we go. Okay, there's his eyeballs. And then this, we are going to actually make a heart, a fat heart. So you can actually draw this out if you want ahead of time, or you can just cut it out. So kind of make a heart here, just like that. And then what you want to do to make the feet is cut another heart on this side, okay? So like that. And then another heart over here on this side, okay? And then we're gonna separate those in the middle once we're done with that. So just cut a piece that's gonna separate those 2 down the middle, just like that. Super easy. Don't give them a hang now. And then take your glue gun and just go like that and set them right down on that. And now we have our second baby chick. Isn't he cute? He looks a little crazy like his brother. So you can, again, just trim that up and do whatever you want. And those are adorable and fun.